Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, I'm going to do a little series of videos here on Eldar. I'm going to start off with this one about choosing the Eldar army, and progress into other videos, probably more sort of tactical videos about how to reduce the Eldar learning curve, because there is quite a big learning curve. They're very different army to play than pretty much most of the other armies, so hopefully I'll be giving you guys some inspiration, either for starting Eldar, or maybe you've started Eldar, maybe you're an Eldar player and you've packed your Eldar away because, well, let's face it, it's quite an old codex, 4th edition codex. I mean, 4th edition, 5th edition, 6th edition, it's quite out of date now. But before we get on to coping with the out-of-date side of the codex, I want to first talk about Eldar themselves. I mean, why should you collect Eldar? Well, for me, they are probably one of the best armies to actually collect from a hobby point of view. So forgetting the codex being out of date and the rules as they currently stand, just look at the army themselves, and they've got some real good advantages to maybe some of the other armies that are out there. So just get rid of my bookmarker here. Right. So the war hosts themselves, they have an array of choice of colours that you could use. You can either stick to the traditional Eldar sort of war host colours. You've got the Bautan there, which is the green and white. And then you have your saim-hann. I mean, at one point they all had their own rule books, but now they all use exactly the same rules, you just have different colour schemes. So you could choose one of those, or like I did, you could make up your own army. I mean, I've got my IDICBeer, which are my purple and white Eldar. So, okay, fair enough. So you choose your colour, let's say for mine, purple and white. Well, the great thing about that is, with the Eldar, is that you don't have to paint purple and white on everything, because you have aspect warriors, and your aspect warriors have their own particular colour schemes. When okay, I could paint my warriors however, the aspects however I liked. I mean, I could paint them all purple and white still, just match them in if I want to. But from a painting point of view, it's fantastic to be able to paint the same army but have the different colours. You get experience in painting blue, red, and over on this page, green, orange, white colour, black, another light blue. I mean, if you just went for the same colours that are in the codex, what an array of different colour choices that you have, and that's quite unique. That's a real plus point, just from a hobby point of view. Whereas you can have the bulk of your army painted in one particular colour, but you can reduce the boredom of your painting because you have lots of other colours to not only paint but to learn with. I mean, if this is your first army that you're painting, you can learn lots of different techniques and different colour schemes just from the fact that you're painting all these different colours. So I think that's a key and really good point about the Eldar. Now, as I said, I want to have a look at the Eldar in terms of tactics, maybe bringing them forward. I mean, when the Eldar Codex came out in 4th edition, I wasn't actually playing the Eldar then. I've only been playing it, I think, about 5 years, maybe 6. So I was playing it when I first started in the 4th edition, and the learning curve there was pretty huge, really. I mean, by the end of 5th edition, I was doing very well with the Eldar. Certain tactics like last turn contesting, reserving up all of your army, lots of stuff like that were working really well for 5th edition. But that has all gone because in 6th edition, Eldar just don't work like that. The vehicles don't counter scoring, they can't contest, you can't reserve all your army, you can only reserve half of it. Lots and lots of factors have changed. And of course, tanks are much more difficult, much more easier to kill now as well, with hull points, etc. So there is now a new challenge, let's say, for Eldar in 6th edition. But it doesn't mean that we can't make them work. obviously you do have allies, but I want to focus just on the Eldar Codex itself. I mean, Eldar potentially could make great allies for another army, and works incredibly well if you have other armies allied with it. I mean, there's a very potent Eldar, Dark Eldar army around, which is doing really, really well in tournaments. But I don't want to focus on that. I just want to focus on using the bog standard Codex just by itself, which is pretty much how I like to play. I'm not really into allies at this moment in time. I will be, I'm sure, but I'm quite happy just playing, you know, with my full Codex, whatever Codex it is, you know, Necron Codex, Eldar Codex. My Nids can't take allies anyway. But anyway, we're getting off topic here. So, on with the video. Yeah, definitely you should consider doing Eldar, regardless of the rules, because we all know that the Codex will be updated, and we all know that flyers in the Eldar Codex, or indeed if the rumours are true about the new flyer rulebook coming out, with a new launch of Eldar flyers, potentially Tyranid flyers, Tau flyers, you know, we're going to get a lot of love. It may not be this year, who knows, it might be this year, it might be next year, but our turn will come. Just like my Necrons, you know, I played my Necrons for 10 years, same Codex. By the end of it, I mean, I couldn't even win. I was drawing fine with the Necrons, but I couldn't win a game. New Codex comes out, and straight up the list, I've pretty much won almost every game with my Necrons. I think I've only lost once against the Grey Knight list. But anyway, so yes, you know, that our turn will come, but it's making the most of what we've got and enjoying it. It is a fantastic army to play once you've mastered it, really. You know, it's a lot of hard work, but I'm hoping to reduce your hard work here with this video, or this series of videos, and yeah, I'm hoping to inspire you for some Eldar love. Okay, so watch out for the next video, and thanks for watching.